I'm going to show you, because I'm wondrously brilliant, how to make panniers. It's not quite finished here, but I've put it on the bike and you get the idea. This one here, I've tacked on a little detail there. As most people say now, saddlebags. Anyway, I'm not saying that I'm an authority on panniers, but I'm going to show you how I made mine. You'll be thinking, I don't care. Well, if you do care, watch. Watch and learn. Oh. So, this is one I've made already. So, I've just made this. The other one is not made. That's so that I can show you what I made them out of and what I'm going to do. I'm trying to sound really authoritative. Shall I carry on with that? Or shall I just be me and go, this is 1/2 of a set of panniers, or saddlebags, as some people like to call them. And it's black and tan. And that sort of matches my motorbike. So you can do them any colour you like, or do anything you like. And I made my panniers because I didn't want to spend loads of money. I haven't got loads of money on buying these really great ones. You see some and you think, oh, they look good. And then you look and it's millions of pounds or something. And then lots of them look okay, and then you think, but if I did them, or I don't want to take that bit off, or make them this size, or something. And then I'll show you what I did. So I bought some really, really cheap ones. I've already started cutting them up. So I bought these ones, and they had this sort of, this is canvas, and this is actually really useful because it's waterproof. Anyway, I bought these ones and it had a lid, but it says with leather straps and things, but it's not leather, it's pretend leather, and it looks like pretend leather. So they're sort of half nice looking and half not. And then this was the best sort of colour for my bike. But then on my bike it just looks like somebody's vomited over it. So it wasn't good. And then I thought, oh God, so blasted useless. But I cut them all up, and then I thought, I know, I'm going to, so these cost something like £20 with panniers connected. So it's really cheap. And they make a really good shell. Otherwise, you're going to have to spend money buying sort of things that you can use to mould them. So this is really good idea, Sophia. That's what I use as a shell. Then, I bought an army bag. So you'll see on my videos, I always have this sort of, it's called a Czechoslovakian bread bag on the back of my bike. So those really nice sort of tough canvas army bags, they cost about £15 each. So I bought 2 of those that were dyed black, and here is one of them. But then I don't want this bit, and I don't want that bit, and I don't want all these straps and everything else. It's got very dirty in the barn. Come on, Major, you're going to come. Come on. So I cut all these bits off, what I don't want. That I don't want, I cut all these bits off. Anything you don't want, cut off. Ooh. And then, it's making better. And then, the brilliant thing is, normal, standard guys, Monty's being really funny and going for Major, but he doesn't normally, and he'd never catch him. And then what's going to happen is later on in the house, Major's going to get him back by throwing a book on him or something, which is what he normally does. So these army bags, weirdly, this one fits utterly perfectly inside. Utterly perfect. The good thing about this as well is that, as I said, it's been waxed, so it is waterproof and it's got that thing there, which is good. Anyway, it fits inside and so it makes it really firm. Then the next thing, I did, was make masses of dubbing. You can get recipes for it on YouTube and things, and it's with linseed oil and beeswax and paraffin or white spirits or something. I never bother to look at instructions or ingredients or proper sort of amounts and things. Come on. So I just sort of guessed it, and it was okay. It's not brilliant. First of all, don't use it when it's hot and fluid, is what I'll say, because I did that and then I was going trying to get all these yellow blobs that look like cornflakes out. Anyway, so I went over this whole bag and I waterproofed it. There's a bit of blobness there, but that's okay because I'm going to cover that up. So this is all now properly waxed. But then I didn't just want it black because that's boring and I like detail. So then the next thing that I did was, I thought, well, I want leather, but I want proper leather, you know? So I do have various items of leather clothing. So I decided to cut them up. So I had this brown leather miniskirt, which I've never worn. So I've been cutting this up to make straps. These straps. So these straps I made from scratch. They were just this skirt. Very pleased with them. And then I like details, so I made little details. So another thing, the top was floppy, which I didn't want. So today I went to the local builder's merchant and said, can I have those please? They gave me those. So I've cut the sort of, as you can see, really accurately, but I'm going to double this up, sew them into that, make a lining. So you can see that even just with one really makes a difference. Cut this skirt up to make leather straps. Really easy. Don't ask me how to make straps. It's really, really easy. And then I had a really beautiful Italian leather wrap dress. Not as in wrap, not as in M&M or Dr. Dre or something, but wrap as in wrapped around. So I only wore a couple of times and it was too big really. And so I was thinking, I could take it in or I could just cut it up. So I did. I cut the dress up and then I made these panels. Everything is getting everywhere. So then the whole of the top is waxed. And I covered it all in this leather. And then it goes around the back and looks very neat, as you'll see. And then I sewed it on. So then I got all of that, which I really like. And then I thought it looked a bit plain. So then the original bag that I used for an inside insert had some straps. So I cut them up. And then I put those up at the side there because it's of no use, but it sort of equals it and looks nice. What I did keep, at the side, That goes in there. This has pockets at the side, which I've waxed as well, as you can see. And I didn't like those straps. And those were just sort of cotton canvas ones, so they will rot. So I'm going to make little other straps for those. And also I'm going to use leather, brown leather, to attach both of them. So at the moment you can't see this on the bike, but you will in the future. And the reason is because sometimes I just have loads of stuff on the bike, and then I don't want to be, you know, strapping loads and loads of stuff onto the mudguard or something like that. So I've got these, which look really nice, I think. And then because I made my Chinook seat as well, I made that seat and covered it with cream and brown leather. But that cream, I was thinking, I need a bit of that on this. So I say it's brown and cream leather, but it's not really leather, it's pretend leather, which is really good actually for the seat because you're sitting on it all the time. And this stuff is good and hard wearing, and you don't need to do anything with it. But the middle of my seat is dirty now, but it is this. So I'm just going to put it down there, cigar, for a moment. So this I was thinking about making, do whatever you want, and, you know, colour coordinate it with your own bike and everything. And this sort of stuff, if you don't want to use leather, if you want to use this, you can get this in every single colour from Amazon. Just type in pretend leather. So this I was thinking here, maybe I could make some sort of shape and then with my sewing machine, or maybe not. I could put my initials or anything, whatever it is, I don't know. But that's what I'm probably going to do, sort of make something that goes there. So then it's totally colour coordinated with the bike. That is how you make DIY saddlebags or panniers. And all you need are hands, glue is really, really useful. A sewing machine, you do. Well, you don't, but it's so much easier with a sewing machine. I started making leather straps by hand and then I thought, it's so boring. So the sewing machine's much, much better. And you need old leather mini skirts or dresses or trousers or whatever you want. Okay? Just bits and pieces. But the main things that you need are those really, really cheap saddlebags as inserts and a military bag as an outsert. Glue, sewing machine, hands, scissors, and that's it. That's how you make perfect saddlebags, my friends. You know those videos where people show you how to make things and it's all really, really perfect? They do it all step by step and you can see everything they're doing and it's all intricate and it is perfect. This isn't going to be like that. And the weird thing is, I'm going to show you how I made my panniers. The weird thing is, I've actually dressed like a human pannier. Look, I've got a leather skirt on and a black thing.